video, and this is one that I've been wanting to do for so long, which I know I say all the time, but basically today I'm going to be doing a Halloween makeup look. I'm not very good at makeup, I'm not very good at Halloween, so put the two together, it's probably not going to end well, but I just want to be creative, I just want to play around with makeup. I want to make some different, more original content for you guys rather than just Primark hauls. I know they're good for searchability, I know a lot of people watch them, and they're more like searchable than others are, but I want it to be more creative and more kind of just original right now. I'm just going to strip it all back and just do a simple Halloween makeup video. I hope you all enjoy this video. If you do, do not forget to give it a like and drop a comment down below of other videos you'd like to see. And if you do enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. But without further ado, let's get straight on with today's video. I'm just going to use this kind of tinted moisturiser as a primer. It's in the shade Warm Apricot, which I don't think is too bad at all. But I just like to change up my primers every now and again, and I feel like I've not used this one in a while, so I'm going to use it as a primer instead. I may be wrong, but I feel like it must be better for your skin to kind of change your products up every now and again instead of using the same thing all the time. But I could easily be wrong. I am no face expert. So I'm pretty much primed and ready to go. So I'm now going to use my Revolution Pro Drops, which are these here. This is in the shade F3. I don't really do a certain amount of drops, I just kind of do a little puddle of it on my hand. Using this brush here, I have no idea what it is, I just like it because it's flat and it helps to apply foundation easier. I feel like it's very dark in here, I feel like I should open some more curtains and put more lights on. So I'm just applying this how I would normally apply my foundation. I'm going to be honest, it's more of a Halloween chatty get ready with me than it is a tutorial of what I'm going to do. And I don't even know what I'm going to do yet, I don't know how it's going to look or anything. So we'll see. So I'm now going to use this blending brush here from Real Techniques. It's a complex blender brush, and I'm going to blend all this out. I'm still kind of trialing this foundation because I've not actually used it before, but the more I use it, the more I like it because it feels more blendable, and I don't know, I just feel like I do like it. It's just not the perfect shade for me yet. I'm going to go straight in with my concealer now, and I'm going to over conceal to kind of make the contrast of the contour look a lot better and just brighten my face up a lot more. So I'm going to use two different concealers today. So I'm going to use this Perfect Match concealer here and this Revolution Pro concealer. I love the coverage on this one and this one, but this one's colour isn't quite there yet. So this is actually one of my favourite concealers, is this one here. It's just a little bit too dark because it's in the shade Ivory. It is gorgeous, it's just way too dark for me. So I'm just going to put quite a bit of this on, but I'm doing it in layers again, so it's okay if I don't do it all in the first. I'm now going to blend that in with my limited edition Revolution brush. I don't know which one it is, it's just one of the ones with a flat head. Okay. So I feel like using that one kind of equals my face out more. It gets rid of the bags a bit more, but it doesn't brighten it up as much as I'd like it to. So now I'm going to go in with the Revolution Pro one. This is in the shade C1, which I'm pretty sure is the lightest shade they do. So I'm going to apply this onto my hand before applying it onto my face. It's such a weird one because it comes out in like a little worm and it's like fully solid. It is really good that I bought like two. I bought one, then tried it out and bought another one straight away because I thought it was really good. So I'm just going to use this brush here to apply it with. Again, I'm going to do the exact same places. I do like applying using this because I feel like it makes it a lot more blendable because you're kind of sponging it on. It makes it a lot more blendable, it looks a lot nicer when you do. So I'm now going to blend that all in using this Minute Beauty blender here. I'm going to go down the centre of my nose. I'm really hoping all this lightens it up, which it should do. And the excess I'm just putting down here because it's going to be between where my contour is going to be. And I will be going over it with concealer anyway. So I'm now going to be applying the same concealer, but on my forehead and in a couple of other areas, just to make it more of a contrast. I'm not going to apply too much, but I'm just going to apply it straight to my skin. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. I really don't know. We'll just have to see. I need like a mini version of this brush here. I feel like that'd be really, really good. I'm going to go straight in with my contour now. I'm going to be using a couple of different palettes. So the palettes I'm going to be using are these two here. This is the Roxy palette from Revolution. You see highlight and contour palette is absolutely gorgeous. And this is what it looks like inside. I have used these a couple of times, but not loads. And then to kind of create the more orangey effect and kind of just get the right tone to it, I'm using this Flawless Chisel Cheek Contour Kit by Barry M. I got it from Superdrug, and this is what this one looks like. I'm going to be using mainly this shade here. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush here. This is the sculpting brush. This is the one that I would normally use for contour. I'm going to do my contour as I normally would, and I'm just going to build up. So I'm using the Roxy palette, and I'm using the lightest shade they have. And I want to build it up rather than just going straight in, because I feel like it'd give a better effect. So I'm just bringing that forehead contour down a little bit extra than I would. And I'm over contouring as well. And now I'm going to use my contour stick, which is a Face Studio by Maybelline. And I'm going to use this for down at the sides of my nose. I'm going to do quite a harsh contour. So I'm just going to go down this side first. I always struggle with nose contour because I don't have the right size brushes for this kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to use this eye brush here from Primark to blend it in. Because I feel like it's a lot better size, so it's a lot better accuracy. So I'm going to use a little beauty blender to just carry on blending it out. So I've done that now, and I'm going to carry on with my contour. I'm going to go into the Chiseled Cheeks kit now. I'm going to be using this brush that I was using earlier on, and I'm going to select, and I'm going to choose the middle shade. So I'm trying to more dab it in rather than blend it in at the moment, because I'd rather it be more of a soft and easier to blend rather than me just like shoving it all on my face and then blending it, because it just doesn't work like that. So that's starting to kind of develop, like the colour I'm going for is starting to like develop a lot more now. So I'm just going to keep building this up, and I'm going to go in with the same brush I used before, this one here, and I'm going in with that same middle Barry M shade. I'm going to go down the sides of my nose, but like very, very close this time. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to kind of keep playing with this until I'm happy with the look. I'm trying to like pull it forward a bit more because I keep ended up angling too far back. So I'm now going to blend that out properly. So I'm going to go over it with like a small line of concealer now at each side, just kind of make it more defined and make it just work a little bit better. I'm just doing a little line. It's kind of like a dotted line I've done down my nose. So I don't want to put too much on, but I need enough to be able to still kind of work with it. So I'm going to try to blend this out a little bit more. So that's what it's looking like currently. I'm looking very, very contoured. So I'm going to go in with a completely different brush now. This is one that I've recently got. I'm just using the white shade from my contour palette. I'm going over the parts that I haven't contoured to brighten them all up, which again helps with the contrast. So I'm going to look like that for those for now, and then I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to start kind of drawing it out now. So I'm going to use a darker shade now of the contour. I'm going to do right up here. I'm going to darken it up here, just kind of create more of a contrast. So I'm going to start on my eyes now because, like, why not? So I'm going to start on my eyes and I'm going to use more of kind of very, very similar to shades that I use on my contour. It's a Fiery Matte 9 colour palette from Beauty Bay, and this is what it looks like, and this is one that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using like mainly these shades here. So I'm going to start with the Pumpkin Spice, which is kind of an orangey shade. And then I'm going to be changing my brush, and I'm going to use the shade Sunset, but not a lot, and I'm just using it just a little bit there. And same on the other side. Just kind of brighten it up and add more colour in. And then I'm going to use the shade Cherry Cola. And then I'm going to do the exact same that I did on the top, on the bottom of my eyes. So now I've kind of like placed all the colours in, I'm going to blend them all out and then I'll be back with you guys. So I've now applied more concealer just to kind of brighten up all the areas that I haven't contoured in and to contrast it a lot better. So I'm going to blend all that in now. So I'm going to apply my mascara now. And the mascara I'm going to use is this one here, which is the Rimmel Extra Super Lash Building Mascara. So I'm now going to do a mini cut crease in my eyes. I don't want to go all in and do like a massive one. I just want to kind of add more and make the eyes kind of pop more. So I'm going to use my cut crease canvas. This one is by Revolution. I've used it quite a lot now, so the writing has all faded, but it is in the shade Illustrate. This is something I live by. I wish that I could have got like a whiter shade or a lighter shade. I don't know if they do them or not. I will have to look into that, but I love this. The only problem is it's not quite bright enough and white enough for me, but it's still incredible. So I'm applying one drop to each eye, and then I'm going to blend that out using one of my thinner eye brushes. So I'm going to use this one here, which it's an angled one, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think it does anyway. So I'm going to blend this out onto my lid, but ideally not go past my crease. So that'll do for that. So that's really brightened my eyes up. I'm going to do a tiniest bit of eyeshadow around the crease just to define that a little bit more. I'm going to use a very thin brush to do that with. So I'm going to use this limited edition brush. I have no idea where it's from or what it is. I just know it's limited edition because that's all it says on it. And again, going with the same shade and just kind of brighten it up, make it more colourful, make the colours pop a bit more. I'm now going to use highlight. I don't want to use too much because I don't want it to be too much. These don't really wear highlight, but I do want to still kind of add it to the look. So I'm going to be using a highlight off the Roxy palette again. So I'm going to be using this gold one here and this like kind of brown one here. I think these colours would be really good for today's look. And I want to use the gold kind of on my cheekbone area. Makes the rest of it stand out. So that highlight's done. I'm going to then go in with the other highlight, the brown one. And I'm going to just kind of stroke that on my face and the other areas that need highlight. Brighten that bit up a bit there. So I'm also going to go in with the kind of gold one again, and I'm going to be using that for the inner corners of my eyes. That's to blend from the inner corners of my eyes into where the cut crease starts. Kind of just adds a little bit more to look. It kind of just brightens the inner corner of your eyes up, in my opinion. So that is how that is looking now. I'm now going to go in and do the kind of like spots. So I'm going to be using my Snazzaroo face paint for the next part. So I've got a bottle of water here and I've got my Snazzaroo paint. I'm just going to put the tiniest bit of water in this lid. And then just tip that onto the paint just to kind of wet it a bit. I don't want to do too much, but I don't want to not do enough. I'm just kind of doing twisting actions to kind of make the dots. I thought I'd give it more of a more random pattern. It just kind of looks a bit better as well. This is currently what the look is looking like, and I'm going to go over with one more coat of mascara now. So I've done my mascara now, and I'm pretty sure, guys, that is about it. I don't think there's a lot else I can really do for this look. It's not the best look in the world. I'm not a makeup artist, but I've had so much fun filming this video. So I thought you guys might be able to get a better view and some better lighting from this angle right in front of my window. So this is the final look, my little deer look. I kind of wanted to go for more of a, not a glam look, but more of a creative and more of a cute look than a scary look today, because all honesty, I've got work after this and I don't have to spend hours taking my makeup off. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.